Peter, it's been a really long time since we spoke to you actually, so just sum up how things are going so far this season. It all seems very positive here.
Yeah, it's always been positive, since the manager came in last year with Macca. It's always been positive, but we've just managed so far to, get a couple of results which, everyone's happy with.
There's been so much change this summer, playing staff. There's obviously been a few additions behind the scenes as well. Do you just feel like so far everything has come together and quite quickly as well?
Yeah, definitely. There has been a lot of change, but the characters that we brought in, personalities have been exactly what we needed, on the pitch and off the pitch, and everyone's together. It's a great atmosphere coming in every day. Looking forward to coming to work.
Gibbo, just firstly reflecting on Saturday's draw against Bristol City, obviously a side that have started the season well. What did you make of that?
Yeah, like you said, I think both teams have started well. Similar positions in the league, I think, similar points as well. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. I think obviously confidence is high off our last few results. So we obviously go into the game wanting to win it, but probably a draw in the end was a fair result almost with Dan save at the end.
And in terms of Saturday, the Saturday just gone, we've got a good point against a good Bristol City side. We've just been speaking about it off camera, but everyone's talking about that save from Daniel Lewis, and is that just what we can expect from him?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen some of them saves, before he came in, when obviously Polly had worked with him before and he'd been at the club before, so I'd seen some of the saves that he pulled off in the past. But yeah, Saturday, I'll be honest, I didn't see it live. I just sort of closed my eyes and hope for the best, and then somehow it never went in the net.
Vine trying to feed it forward here for Mehmeti, who's got in on the shoulder of Jordan Story, and he stood up everybody bar Daniel Everson.
Yeah, it's probably the save of the season already, if we're going to say that. Especially the time of the game, probably last seconds. Obviously I'm trying to slide there to help him out as well, to try and get him a bit more time. So I spoke to him after to say did I help him out or not, but the save is, again, world class save. Yeah, I mean obviously as defenders you always want to go into the game and get a clean sheet, because I suppose you can build off that and you guarantee points. But yeah, I think to be honest, as a whole, as a squad, we've been really solid defensively. Dan's made a few brilliant saves in there as well, but we're limiting him to many saves. But I mean, when he's needing to make a save, he's always there, so that's always a positive. But yeah, I think we're in a good place, and I think long may continue.
And on a personal note, individually, you've started the season well in the heart of the defence. You must be really pleased.
Yeah, I'm pleased. But again, I think we're 7 games in or so I'm also cautious of that. It was still very, very rare, I suppose, to speak at the start of the season. But yeah, pretty pleased. Again, we've got a few tough games coming up before the international break, so we're looking towards them now. So hopefully pick up some more points.
We want to win every game we play, and we won the first 2 home games of the season. Then we played Middlesbrough. We got done with a last minute goal there, but they were another good side. Bristol, another side that were in the playoffs last year. Although they've had a change as manager, most of their players are still the same, and they're still really a good side. So we take our point and go on to Tuesday, going away from home. We had the win at Derby last week, which I thought first half we were magnificent, great performance. Tuesday nights, last year we played really well, so hopefully we can take that into Hull. We concentrate on the performances sometimes, and we've had a load of performances where we just haven't quite got that win, which is really frustrating. So it was good last week to put a result with the performance. The standard has been high since day one, since we came in the building in the summer, all the way through, and we know the quality that the lads have got, and everyone will get on the pitch, everyone will play a big part, and there's nothing better to turn around when you need to make a change and you've got that strength behind you, no matter who it is.
We've lost one game, which is probably the game we probably should have won overall, or at least got a point from. But yeah, we've had a really positive start, and I think the teams that were played, I don't think there's been many other teams that would have had a tougher start than us. So to be sat 6th with, I think, 7 games played, we're pleased.
And now we move on to another away game at Hull City tomorrow night. A team that, by the looks of it, their games involve goals at either end of the pitch, high-scoring games. What are you expecting from them?
Similar to what you've just said there. We've got a meeting, to be fair, after this interview here to go through their bits, but like you said, you keep an eye on what goes on in the leagues. I think probably pretty free-flowing. I think it'll be a good game, good test. especially away from home. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Whiteman playing it in towards the near post, and it's gathered, and it's Gibson who puts it away. And North End do have a big goal at the bottom of the Championship as they look to secure their status at this level for another season. And it's Gibson with his first goal for the club, having the telling say.
Obviously we went there last season, it was a poor result, but yourself, you got on the score sheet. Always nice to find a net and your first goal for the club as well. Aside from the result, it must have been a nice feeling.
The plan is to get a second tomorrow, I'll be honest. But get 3 points this time, that's the main thing. Obviously I was delighted to get my goal, obviously put us 1-0 up, but the result didn't go our way. But I think we'll go there as a different squad, a different team, a different mentality almost of how we started. So the aim is to go and win the game.
Mix it up, but my specific focus is with the defenders, unit, individual, on the grass when we break off and do our unit work, and behind the scenes when we go through analysis, individually or collectively, and sort of that's my day-to-day role really.
When you talk about working with defenders, then you must be really happy with what you've seen so far, because it looks like we're giving up very little at the back.
Yeah, they defend with their lives. They do that in training. They put everything on the line, tackles, they're aggressive, and they want to keep the ball out the net. And they're a pleasure to work with every day. They're receptive. I speak to them. They're really positive in what they do and what they bring to the team. I love getting out of bed every day. Look forward to coming in. Get in the morning. The staff who was in the gym, wait for the players to come in. Really look forward to training. Everybody in the building. It's a really good place to come and work.
How much confidence have the lads taken from that away win at Derby, that as a group you can now go away from home and perhaps pick results up on a more regular basis?
Yeah, I think funnily enough we've probably come away not disappointed because we're delighted with the win, but almost that we should have killed the game off earlier when we were on top, because I think in football it's a game of momentum, and I think they obviously picked up a little bit of momentum in the second half. So if there's any criticism about that performance, it's probably in the first half, can you get 1 or 2 more to kill it off. But yeah, we're delighted with a win against probably a difficult side, especially away from home. So the plan is the same tomorrow. The plan is to go to get the points.